The morning sunlight streamed through the curtains, soft and golden, painting everything in warmth. It should have been the happiest week of my life. In 3 days I was supposed to get married. My dress hung quietly in the corner of my room, untouched since the final fitting. It was simple, elegant, exactly how I wanted it. Everything was ready, the venue booked, the invitation sent, the future waiting. And yet something felt wrong. I was sitting on my bed staring at my phone when my father's message arrived. "We need to talk, come downstairs." My chest tightened. Something about the tone felt heavy. I walked down slowly, each step echoing louder than usual. The house felt unusually quiet, too quiet. When I entered the living room, my father sat on the sofa, his hands clasped tightly. My mother stood near the window, her back turned, and my younger brother, Ayan, was there too, leaning casually against the wall, scrolling on his phone like nothing mattered. That was normal for him. Ayan had always been the center of attention, the favorite, the one who got everything without asking. While I worked hard for every achievement, every approval, he simply existed and the world bent around him. "Sit down," my father said. His voice was calm, but there was something beneath it, something serious. I sat. There was a long silence before he spoke again. "We've been thinking," he began, avoiding my eyes, "about your wedding." My heart skipped. "What about it?" I asked. My mother turned around slowly. Her eyes looked tired, guilty. "It's not the right time," she said softly. I frowned. "What do you mean, everything is planned? It's in 3 days. Another silence. Then my father said the words that shattered everything. "We think you should cancel it." For a moment I thought I had misheard. "Cancel my wedding?" I repeated, my voice barely above a whisper. "Yes," she said firmly this time. Why, I asked, my confusion turning into disbelief. "What happened? Is something wrong?" I looked between them, searching for answers. But the answer came from the last person I expected. "Ayan." He finally looked up from his phone and smirked slightly. "It is just that I kind of need the spotlight right now," he said casually. I stared at him. "What?" My father cleared his throat. "Your brother has important news." Ayan straightened, suddenly looking proud. "I am getting married," he announced. The room went silent. My mind struggled to catch up. "You're getting married," I repeated. "Since when?" "Since yesterday," he shrugged. "It just happened." "Of course it did." "With who?" I asked. He hesitated for a second. "You wouldn't know her." Something about his tone felt off, defensive. "And what does that have to do with my wedding?" I asked, my voice sharper now. My father leaned forward. "We can't afford 2 weddings at the same time," he said. "And your brother's situation is urgent." "Urgent?" I echoed. My mother finally spoke, her voice trembling. "The girl, she's pregnant." The words hit me like a storm. Everything suddenly made sense. Of course. Ayan, the irresponsible one, the careless one, the one who never thought about consequences. And now, once again, everything had to revolve around him. "So," I said slowly, trying to keep my voice steady, "you want me to cancel my wedding because he made a mistake?" "It's not a mistake," my father said sharply. "It's responsibility." "Then let him take responsibility," I snapped. "Why should I lose everything I've worked for because of him?" My father's expression hardened. "Watch your tone." "No," I said, standing up. "You watch yours. This is my life you're talking about." My brother sighed, clearly annoyed. "Why are you making such a big deal?" he said. "You can just postpone it." "Just postpone it?" I repeated, laughing bitterly. "Do you even hear yourself?" "Relax," he shrugged. "It's not like your wedding is going anywhere." I looked at him, really looked at him. The same boy who never faced consequences. The same boy who always got what he wanted. And now he wanted my wedding. My moment. My happiness. "No," I said firmly. The room froze. "What did you say?" my father asked. "I said no," I repeated. "I'm not canceling my wedding." My mother stepped forward. "Please understand." "I do understand." I cut her off. "I understand that you've always chosen him over me." "That's not true," she said weakly. "Really?" I asked. "Because it feels pretty true right now." My father stood up, his voice rising. "This is not about favoritism. This is about family honor." "Family honor?" I said, almost laughing. "So his mistake is my responsibility? He's your brother." "And I'm your daughter." I shot back. Silence. Heavy, crushing silence. For a moment no one spoke. Then my father said quietly, "If you don't cancel the wedding, don't expect our support." The words felt like a knife. I felt my chest tighten, my throat burning. "You mean that?" I asked. He didn't answer. He didn't need to. I looked at my mother. Tears filled her eyes, but she said nothing. "And Ayan?" He had already gone back to his phone, as if none of this mattered, as if I didn't matter. I took a deep breath. Fine, I said. My father looked relieved for a second, until I continued. Then don't come. The relief vanished. What? He said. If you can't stand by me on the most important day of my life, I said, my voice shaking but strong, then I don't need you there. My mother gasped. Don't say that. I'm not canceling my wedding, I said. Not for him. Not for anyone. And then, before they could say anything else, I turned and walked away. The next 3 days were the hardest of my life. Calls, messages, pressure from relatives. Think about your parents. Your brother needs you. Family comes first. But no one asked about me. No one asked how I felt, except one person. Daniel, my fiancé. When I told him everything, I expected hesitation, doubt. Instead, he simply held my hand and said, "We'll get through this together." And for the first time, I felt safe. The wedding day arrived. The venue was beautiful, flowers everywhere, soft music filling the air. But something was missing. My family, as I stood there in my dress looking at the empty seats, where they should have been, my heart ached. No matter how strong I tried to be, it still hurt. They might still come, someone whispered. I nodded, but deep down I knew. They wouldn't. The ceremony began. Step by step I walked down the aisle. Alone, but not really, because at the end of that aisle was someone who chose me. Not out of obligation, not out of guilt, but out of love. Daniel smiled as I reached him. And in that moment everything felt okay. Just as the vows were about to begin, the doors opened. Everyone turned. And there they were, my parents, standing at the entrance. My breath caught. For a second no one moved. Then my mother stepped forward, tears streaming down her face. I am sorry, she said. My father stood behind her, silent but present. That was enough. I didn't run to them. I didn't need to, because they came, and that meant something. Later that night, after everything was over, I sat quietly under the soft lights. My father approached me slowly. I was wrong, he said. I looked at him surprised. He needs to learn responsibility, he continued, not be protected from it. I nodded. And you, he said, his voice softer now, you showed more strength than all of us. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. As for Ayan, he got married too, but without the spotlight. Without the grand celebration, just like responsibility should be, and me. I didn't just have a wedding. I had something better. A beginning, built on choice, on courage, on knowing that sometimes standing up for yourself means standing alone. But if you stand long enough, the right people will stand with you,